Welcome to the Success Partner Podcast. I'm Daya Naef, your host and founder of The Success Partner. On this show, we dive into the stories of attorneys, business professionals, and entrepreneurs who have navigated the ups and downs of building successful careers and businesses. From the strategies they've implemented to the challenges they've overcome, we're here to uncover the insights that can help you on your own journey to success. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Welcome back, everybody, to the Success Partner Podcast. I am your host, Daya Naef, and today we have the honor of talking with Dave Gieselman, who is the Breathwork guy. I'm so excited. I've had one conversation with Dave before, and I can have many conversations with him, and so glad you're going to be able to witness this one today. So, Dave, just jump in. Tell us about yourself.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Dad, for having me. This is great. So in order to understand what I do, you have to understand what I did. I cooked professionally for 30 years here in Los Angeles, 20 of them in Michelin-starred kitchens. I now teach all of the stress management, nervous system management, time management, task management, overwhelm management skills that are required to thrive in a Michelin-starred kitchen to people in industries where those skills are not necessarily front-loaded. I love working with attorneys, professionals, creatives, business owners, leaders,
Absolutely.
and teaching them how to manage stress.
That's wonderful. Yeah, having been a New Orleanian for many years, I'm no stranger to the restaurant industry, and those folks are really stressed out. Let's just say they self-medicate at times. And so having an alternative, and then of course, now I'm completely immersed in the legal industry, and a badge of honor is how stressed out you are. So tell me how you're getting through to some of these folks.
Yeah, so great question. And to your point, it's a badge of honor. Being the busiest, most stressed out, frazzled person that's not the contest you want to win. Like it's just not. And you watch professionals in Q4 all the time, and that's at the holiday parties and all these things. That's not the contest you want to win. That's not the badge of honor that you want to sport. As intensity increases, human beings naturally look for the calmest person in the room, and that's the person that you want to be. The calmest person in the room, when the stuff hits the fan, the calmest person in the room is automatically the leader. And so being that person automatically gives you authority, it gives you credibility, and it gives you a platform to stand on. There are lots of ways to regulate the nervous system I focus on the breath. You mentioned self-medication. As a young cook, I attempted better living through chemistry. That turned out not to be a long-term sustainable solution for me. And in my early 20s, when substances got taken off the table for me, I went diving into neuroscience, flow states, peak performance, mindfulness, meditation, breath work. Fast forward 25 years, I am now an expert in being a pressure management specialist.
I love that. I love that. And in Los Angeles, I got to go to Los Angeles for the first time just a few weeks ago, and very unique and interesting place. And I can see how just knowing I had to get on the freeway like 2 to 3 hours before. Just little things like that, I could tell I was definitely out of my regularly scheduled programming.
For sure.
Yeah. So settling on this, it sounds like you did a lot of exploration. So what's key about the breath work and how it works for stress?
What's the reason I settled on the breath work is, and let's take you back 50,000 years for just a moment, right? You're walking through a field. You and your Paleolithic partner have had this amazing Paleolithic day in the Paleolithic sunshine, and you've been eating, bugs and berries and nuts and all the stuff that you found. And you're heading down to the water to get some water or wood or whatever, and a wolf pops up, right? Wolf pops up, and you snap into fight or flight, right? And it's now time to escape the wolf. Your only job in the world in that moment is to escape the wolf. So you go into your sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. When your only job is to escape the wolf, there are certain things that don't serve you. Things like you're like having to poop real bad, being super hungry, being super horny, don't serve you. So the body slows those things down. So it slows down your digestion, your elimination, your libido. All kinds of systems slow down when your only job is to escape the wolf, right? Because they don't serve you. To the same degree, deep, complex, long range, abstract thinking doesn't serve you when your only job is to escape the wolf. So, in fight or flight, in your stress response, you lose access to your neocortex and your frontal lobe. When we take a few deep breaths and slow our heart rate down, the heart sends 60 times more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. If you want to control your brain state, you control your heart rate. If you want to control your heart rate, you control your respiration. When we are in our stress state, if we can slow our breathing down, thereby slowing our heart rate down, our brain goes, wait, I thought we were freaked out about the thing. The heart goes, no, you're freaked out about the thing. We're just fine. You're at an 11. We need you around a 6. And it brings everything down. You take a couple deep breaths, you drop back into your parasympathetic nervous system, your neocortex comes back online, the part of your brain that's actually going to solve your problem, you now gain access to, right? And you can move forward. Most of us operate under the assumption that if I can solve the problem, the stress level will drop. The exact opposite is true. Until you lower the stress level, you do not have access to the part of your brain that can solve your problem. You slow the heart down, you slow everything down, you snap back into your parasympathetic nervous system. Now you're in a place where you can solve the problem. The breath helps you do that.
Yeah, I love that. And as you're talking about breathing, I'm breathing more.
It's real simple. My thing says just effing breathe. I say that because I've been shouting that at cooks for a long time, right? And so what happens is you get these wound up leaders, CEOs, professionals who are wrapped around the axle, who are just so deep in their stress response. You get them to take 3 deep breaths and then ask them how they're doing, and they go, "Oh my God, I feel so much calmer." And I get to explain that didn't happen because of energies or chakras or meridians or vibrations or crystals or anything else. That's how the machine works. And I just learned how to operate the machine at a really high level and now teach other people how to do that. You take any random 16-year-old and you stick them behind the wheel of a Ferrari, that kid's going to wrap it around a telephone pole within about 20 minutes, right? Your mind and your body is an overpowered machine. And once you learn how to control the overpowered machine, once you learn how it operates, you can operate it at a really high level. And that's what a bunch of us fail to really learn in as we grow up. We just jump right behind the wheel and we start going, and we don't learn how to operate the machine really well.
Yeah, or have the requisite respect for it to make it go well for everybody. Yeah. So you mentioned working with people. Like how do you actually work with people?
I work in 3 different fields. So I speak and do workshops. I love retreats. I love executive retreats. I love Vistage is a big group for me. And I can do talks anywhere from 20 minutes to half-day workshops on a physiological approach to stress management. And so I workshop stress management with groups, individuals, and organizations. I also teach breathwork. So I do limitless flow is my modality. It is a breathwork modality that I developed. It is long form flow state breathwork, and I teach that every Saturday. And I can bring it into events, retreats, conferences. I can bring it into your wellness day. It is a 90-minute session. It is about 50 minutes of focused, intentional breathing. You get a little bit altered. I get a lot of crying out of it. And And what happens is it drops them into flow state. They get to unravel some of the things that have been keeping them stuck, while those things that they've been Rubik's cubing in their head for the last 8 months kind of lock into place, and they gain a whole bunch of clarity and release a whole bunch of nonsense. And so then I also coach one-on-one, and I coach small groups.
I love that. That's wonderful. I put on retreat days for women lawyers as well, and we always have that sort of physical component. Last time I had a yogi come and do our yoga class for us, and then I do a CLE portion, and then we just have a good time networking and bonding together. But it's tough. It's tough to get those ladies to spend a whole day not doing work.
Right. Because we have been trained that the grind set is the mindset, right? And dropping out of that grind mentality actually enables you to be more successful and actually enables you to get more done.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I know you and I are also both animal lovers, so I don't want to leave the conversation without touching on that. Tell us a little bit about your favorites and why.
Favorite animals? I have a 100-pound pit bull named Diesel that I absolutely love. He's a rescue from a kind of a challenging part of Los Angeles, and he's just an absolute sweetheart. They are such sweet dogs, and he's just this big adorable snuggle that is named Diesel. So very much like me, just a big snuggly engine block.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. So we're also in the rescue mindset in my family, and we do have some dogs and cats that are all rescued either from the shelter or the feral colony and whatnot, and definitely would not life would not be the same without them.
We don't deserve dogs.
Yeah. They do. They really exactly. So well, special place in my heart. So Dave, how do people find you when they want to find you?
If you're looking for me, I'm easy to find on LinkedIn. I'm easy to find on Instagram, www.become-limitless.com. And I am really easy to find. Dave Gieselman Breathwork, Dave Gieselman Flow State are really great Google searches for me. I am easy to find. It doesn't take much.
That's awesome. Well, you hear that, listeners. I hope that you are Googling Dave Gieselman right now and getting on his mailing list. I am sure great information is to follow. I'm certainly going to follow it. And again, today I am Daya Naef. Well, I'm always Daya Naef, but today this has been an episode of the Success Partner Podcast. And stay tuned. There'll be more.
Thank you for joining us on the Success Partner Podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation and found some valuable takeaways to apply to your own business journey. Remember, this show is brought to you by The Success Partner, where we help small law firms and business owners achieve unparalleled success through strategic guidance, operational excellence, and effective marketing. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, visit thesuccesspartner.net to learn more. Until next time, keep striving for success, and I will see you in the next episode.